A lot of folks on Christmas morning wake up to a train running around the Christmas tree, and we're going to tell you about that. And it's a lifelong passion for many Long Islanders. Let's take a look at the weather forecast this morning. If you're heading to the train, maybe you're on your way to catch the Long Island Railroad. It's going to be a cold start to the day. Temperatures right now are in the 20s around Long Island, so it is pretty brisk out there. Make sure you bundle up across the island, and it's a little bit warmer towards Queens and Brooklyn. Temperatures there are near 30 degrees. Taking a look at our satellite radar perspective, we have clear skies over most areas. There's still lake effect snow well to the west of us, and we have a couple clouds on the island, but it looks like a nice day today, a very nice one actually. A mix of sun and clouds, seasonably cold, 35 to 40 degrees. Winds are out of the west-southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy, cold tonight. Lows are in the 20s, and winds are out of the west. Looking ahead to your extended forecast, we have a couple of scattered flurries there on the forecast map for Saturday afternoon, but I think overall it's going to be a pretty stable weather pattern with highs in the 30s, lows in the 20s, and very dry weather for New Year's Eve. Well, Tom Nuzzo joins me now. Model trains everywhere I go. It sounds like we're in the middle of a big railroad station. Tell me about this club.
Good morning, Bonnie. This club was founded in 1994. We have over 2,000 feet of track. Right now there's several various engines running. Right now this is a Lionel girl train that was produced in 1957, which is a reproduction.
And the members are from all over Long Island?
Primarily from the Babylon Islip area. Okay, we started with 6 members. I was one of the founding members, and now we're up to 40 people. This coming weekend we have an open house, which will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Also in January we'll be having open house.
Now we're in West Babylon, but it's not so easy to find. It's kind of underneath the shopping center.
Okay, well, we have flyers at various locations throughout the neighborhood, but it's right off Route 109 and Elmwood Road in West Babylon. If you're coming from Sunrise Highway, you'll take Route 109 east, and we're on the corner of Elmwood Road in the basement.
Okay, we're in the basement. All right, we're going to tell you a lot more about these terrific trains throughout the morning. Danielle, Drew.
They
Thanks,
just look
Bonnie.
great.
I love it with the smoke coming out.
Did you see it coming out of the locomotive? The weekend is coming right up, and Bonnie is at a model train club in West Babylon. Good morning to you, Bonnie.
Good morning, Drew. I'm sure as a young boy you love those model trains, and a lot of those young boys have grown up, and they're men that love model trains right here on Long Island. That's right, we're in West Babylon now. I guess we could be at any big train station. The Golden Rocket spins around us, and these trains are incredible because they're all running at the same time, but they're all under control. We'll talk to the layout designer in just a moment, but first your forecast. Outside right now, temperatures are in the 20s. It's pretty chilly out there this morning, so we're watching for some cool conditions weather-wise across the island. We're looking for a very similar day to yesterday, possibly just a tad bit warmer. A lot of sunshine is expected. Daytime highs are in the upper 30s, and winds are coming in from the west-southwest, which will make it a little more pleasant out there. Overnight tonight, not too bad of an evening expected. Pretty similar weather, again getting colder with lows in the 20s, partly cloudy skies and winds out of the west. As we look ahead, we're looking for scattered flurries on Saturday, but a dry New Year's Eve, which is good news. John Lentini joins me now, the layout designer of this terrific track. How do you set something like this up?
Well, the whole layout is supposed to represent a railroad. And it took about 5 or 6 months. Charlie Kinder and myself designed the layout. And the outside main line is 900 feet, which is equivalent to 8.2 miles.
Does it represent any particular part of the country?
Not really. If you notice the trains as they pass you, they never pass you in the same direction twice, because the train has gone to the distant end and it's now returned. So
you even have little people, little houses, all kinds of stations. They even have a train that says LIRR to make everybody feel at home. There will be an open house this weekend?
Yes, we'll have an open house tonight from 7 to 10, Saturday and Sunday from 12 to 5.
Okay, we look forward to it. If you love model trains, this is the place to come and visit in West Babylon. Drew, Danielle?
Got a train.
There's a lot of trains here, yeah. It's very smoky in here, too, because the trains actually, we get a close-up one. There's one right there. You can see it actually produces some smoke. Isn't that cool? So realistic. They even have little people inside. Look in the windows. You can probably recognize some of your friends that commute on the Long Island Railroad, right? All right, we are here in West Babylon. We'll talk about these model train enthusiasts in just a moment and tell you how it's all put together. But first, your forecast. Currently, our temperatures are in the 20s right now. It's a cold morning, a cold start to the day, and it's going to be a chilly finish as well. Plenty of sunshine, though, out there in today's forecast. We'll look for highs in the 30s. Winds will be out of the west-southwest. Overnight tonight, another cold one with lows in the 20s. 20s, partly cloudy skies. And as we look ahead, we do have snow flurries in the forecast for Saturday. No accumulating snow, just a flurry or two popping up in the forecast. Otherwise, the weather pattern remains the same for the next week. That takes us all the way into 2002. We're talking about dry weather with highs in the 30s and lows in the 20s. Well, Pat joins me now, and Pat, we're at master control here. In TV, it looks like a lot of tapes. Here, it's a lot of switches.
Right, we have a lot of switches. This is our control area. This is where we run our trains from. We have two main lines, so we have two panels. This is our outside main line where Jack and Dave are running their trains, and Sal and John are running their trains on the inside. They're independent of each other, and each person has their own transformer. So each person can control the speed, the sound, the smoke of their individual trains.
How do you all get on the same page with everything? Is that why they wear headsets?
Yes, we have headsets so we can talk to each other, but basically the panel tells us everything by the LEDs that are lit up.
It's so organized here, and so early in the morning to be doing it, right? Early morning train.
Right. Well, what ends up happening is we have to be organized, unless we'll be like a real railroad.
Okay, yeah, that's true. A real railroad has a lot of different trains and a lot of tracks to keep them on. There's going to be an open house here this weekend. Check it out. There's more information on our website at news12.com. Danielle Drew.
Bonnie is out and about, not riding the trains, but maybe she's getting a chance to control them. It's a lot more complicated, though, huh?
West Babylon, right?
That's right. Good morning. I think I have to be a little smaller to get on one of these little trains here. The model trains are very realistic. Notice that railroad crossing. Look how real that looks. Even the little people in the car, and they have sound effects and real smoke coming out of those trains, out of the steam engines. Very impressive. I like this down here. There's a little I Love New York old-fashioned taxi cab. That's great. And a pink train. Let's take a look at the weather forecast now. We'll show you that around Long Island it looks pretty chilly this morning. We have conditions that are in the 20s, so it's kind of cold. If you're about to catch our train, the Long Island Railroad, maybe into Manhattan today for work, if you're heading to work today. Overall, though, it's going to warm up into the 30s. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. A couple flurries possible to the north and west. We may even see some more lake effect snow for Buffalo today, unfortunately for those folks. But for Long Island, we'll look for highs in the 30s, and low temperatures will be in the 20s. Winds will be out of the west-southwest. Overnight tonight, we drop down to lows in the 20s, and as we look ahead, we do have snow flurries right here on Long Island, at least the possibility of that coming into the forecast for Saturday. So we are going to see some changes, but not too much. By New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, looks good, sunny and dry. Listen to these sound effects, they're so realistic. I feel like I'm at a Grand Central Station or something. Steve joins me now, and he's done some terrific work with the scenery, the trees, the grass, everything looks realistic.
Everything is. Most of our scenery is very economical. It's old screen, plaster, a lot of colored sawdust. Most of the pine trees you see here were from my original family Christmas tree. We cut them down, reshaped them. We took a very economical approach. A lot of plaster you see for the roads, just troweled and sanded.
It looks so realistic, really impressive. And a lot of folks are going to want to come check this out. So here's some more information for you. It's in West Babylon this weekend. They're having an open house. If you love model trains, you've got to come and see this. It's really terrific. Really realistic, too.
And Bonnie has had a little fun. She's checking out some
I
neat
just
trains.
envy her because I just love
like
model
this.
trains. It's great, yeah.
I guess the guys are really into this.
These are, I believe, O-gauge model trains, right?
That's
Hi,
right,
Bonnie.
Drew. I found out for you they are O-gauge model trains for those of you that know the technical terms. New York Central, there they are. This is the area where they actually park the trains and I guess get them ready. I have to be careful where I step, and get them ready to go around the track. Tony joins me now. Tony, how do you keep control of all these different trains?
All the different trains are controlled through another set of boards that are inside the yard master position. I control all the tracks here by the different toggle positions. I can turn the trains on or off, or I can control them with the transformer on this side.
And this is called Train Masters, this group?
This is the TMB Model Railroading Club, and this is we call our Riverhead Yard section.
And these are where the trains actually park?
Yes, this is where we park them all, and the members break them down and set them back up to go out on the layout to display for our guests when they come to visit us.
And speaking of which, there's an open house. We have some information on that. News12.com can link you right up, but it's actually this weekend?
Yes, we're open tonight at 7 to 10 p.m. We're open tomorrow and Sunday from 12 to noon. And we also have next weekend, again, Friday night, 7 to 10, Saturday and Sunday from noon to 5.
Okay, we look forward to that. Looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure a lot of folks will come out and check out these terrific trains. Let's take a look at the weather forecast now. This morning, temperatures are cold outside on the railroad tracks. We're looking at conditions in the 20s. Our satellite perspective does show the sun's going to be coming out, and we'll look for plenty of sunshine to warm us up into the upper 30s, low 40s in some areas. Not too bad. Winds are out of the west-southwest. Overnight tonight, we drop down to lows in the 20s. Again, it's a very stable weather pattern. Not much of a change. The only change is on Saturday, we could see a couple of snow flurries pop up, but no accumulating snow is expected in the forecast. Planning ahead for the end of 2001, beginning of 2002, no problem. On the extended outlook, we're dry for New Year's, so it looks like it's going to be a good New Year's Eve, a really nice one. If you love model trains, and I know Drew Scott does, you're going to come out here this weekend and check it out. In West Babylon, it's underneath the shopping center. The name of the shopping center is Elmwood?
Elmwood Road
Elmwood
Shopping Plaza.
right, and it's underneath, so it's in a basement area, but come on by, you'll see lots of cars parked out there, and a lot of folks are really loving their trains. Danielle, Drew?
Well, now let's go out to West Babylon and take a look at some beautiful model trains with Bonnie. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Drew. I know you're dying to come out here, right? You love this model train stuff. It's a guy thing, I think, right?
Love it. Love it.
I know. A lot of folks will be coming out this weekend. They're actually having an open house. So those of you that love your model trains, you've got to come see the setup. It's really incredible. It's a whole basement area where they've really just recreated a whole railroad system. How many miles of track would you say there is here, Mike?
We have about 900 feet of track on the outside main lines and about the same on the center lines. Roughly the layout is 46 by 54 or 2,484 square feet.
Wow.
We can run 4 trains at the same time on the layout, plus a trolley line, plus, as you saw earlier in the show, the Shea logging line.
Wow.
During the show, my job is to run the turntable and the roundhouse, where we have it where a train can come in, we can uncouple the engine, bring it to the roundhouse for servicing, as it was done in the real days, and put another engine out on the train and take off again.
I feel like I'm in the Wild West or something, and I hear the train go by, it's quiet, and all of a sudden the train comes by. Very cool. The great sound effects, and they even have smoke, steam coming out of the steam engines. Let's take a look at the weather forecast. Is it going to be hot and steamy? No, it's cold out there. Our temperatures are in the 20s right now, and they're going to stay pretty cold for a good portion of the morning. We'll look for highs today in the 30s, and get used to this weather pattern. It is just not changing. Winds are out of the west-southwest. Lots of sun. Overnight tonight, we drop down to lows in the 20s under partly cloudy, cold conditions. Planning ahead for 2002, here's your extended forecast right into a whole new year. We're looking at dry conditions for New Year's Eve, cold with lows in the 20s in Times Square if you're headed there to watch the ball drop. There is a chance of snow flurries, no accumulating snow, just flurries on Saturday. So that's pretty much what we're looking at. So we're expecting just snow flurries and no big changes weather-wise straight for the next week. So it's going to be pretty much what you see is what you get. Danielle, Drew?
All right.
Be a great train collector's display out in West Babylon. That's where Bonnie is. Good morning, Bonnie.
Good morning, Drew. I know you'll be here this weekend. A lot of folks on Long Island love their model trains. They start as little kids waking up on Christmas morning, maybe seeing a model train going around the Christmas tree, and now they still have those trains, same ones probably, running just in perfect harmony together. You can see them out on the track there. Phew, I just got a puff of smoke from the steam engine. But it's really impressive how they control all these trains and make them work all together, and they have several different guys here running that whole system. Here comes the locomotive to the left of our photographer there. Very impressive. That's the Santa Fe. All right, let's take a look at the weather forecast now. We'll show you what's happening weather-wise across Long Island. Our satellite perspective shows plenty of sunshine for the island today. Very similar weather to yesterday, maybe even more pleasant, though. Winds are coming from the west-southwest. It should be not as breezy today as it was yesterday, so you'll find it's going to be a really nice Friday, actually. Tomorrow we run the chance for some flurries, but overnight tonight we have lows in the 20s. And again, that extended forecast takes us right into the new year. We'll look for temperatures into the 30s. Okay, Sal joins me now. And Sal, what is your role in this club?
Just a member.
You're just a member, but you're running a certain section of this?
Yeah, well, right now I'm watching my friend John run the Shea up and down the logging line here. We have a logging camp up above, and he's running, that's a 4-truck Shea that he's running on the line, bringing logs up to the camp, to the mill.
Are they real logs?
Well, that's real lumber in there. It's little.
Everything is small, scaled down to size. That's right. Here's some more information for you if you want to check out their open house this weekend. It is this weekend, and you can also check out our website, news12.com. We'll link you right up. Well, we have been enjoying this terrific train show for the entire morning here. We're looking at the model trains. You can hear them, you can smell them. It's so realistic. Rich joins me now, and he's a very important man because he's got the tallest hat of anybody that's here. He wears the most hats. Rich, I understand you actually built a lot of what we're seeing here.
Yes, the wooden buildings were all scratch built that are on the layout. I built them from balsa wood and from basswood. And the water towers that I built, the inside of them is either a tuna fish can, number 5 tuna fish can, or a piece of PCB from my sewer line that I had left over. And as you can see, that these are all built in the inside to make them nice.
What did you
and
coat them
round.
with?
They're coated with just plain ordinary paint or varnish, different colored varnishes.
You're very talented. How do you get the detail, though? I see there's so much detail in these.
The detail I get from pictures, to tell you the truth, from pictures I see in train magazines.
Wow. You're very, very talented, Rich, and very impressive. If you want to get a closer look at all this terrific work that he's done and all the other folks here, come on down. This weekend, they're having an open house. That's right, an open house here in West Babylon. More information, click on our website, news12.com. Morning, Drew. Look at this. I found Drew and Danielle represented in little figures on swings. It looks just like them. Then they go up, and slowly they go down. I love it. All right. We're at this terrific model train set, and the details are just incredible. There's a merry-go-round. There's little kids on it. There's a couple getting married, I think. And not only that, but over off in the distance, there's a building on fire. And if you look closely, there's fire trucks and police. It's very realistic. Mike and Dave joins me now, and you guys set this all up. It's incredible. You're very talented.
Yes, it takes a little time, but a little patience and you get everything.
Did you have to plan everything out of how you want to lay everything out first before you actually did it?
Yes, we did. Takes a lot of time, and you do it 5 or 6 times before it's right.
Did you have trains ever since you were little kids?
Yes, that's what kept me out of trouble all my life.
Really? You too?
Yes, I did.
I see you in the engineer's hat. Is it your dream to kind of go out and run a train someday? Have you done that yet?
I haven't, but I would like to one day.
Yeah, something about trains. Everybody loves them. All right, we're looking at this terrific display here, and if you want to come check it out in West Babylon, they're having an open house this weekend, so just come on by and take a look at the detail and the work that they've done. If you'd like more information, there's a phone number for you, but you can also log on to our website, news12.com, and we can link you up with all the information. It is this weekend. Even tonight, they're having the open house. Just terrific work here, Drew and Danielle. You really can appreciate all the detail and the time that went into it. It's just really incredible. Check it out.
Hey, Bonnie. It's amazing. You probably spend hours looking at it. Thanks so much.
I sure do, and I haven't even seen everything here. There's a lot to see, and you can check it out. I'll have more on that in a moment. Just want to tell you about the weather forecast. Not much of a change, actually. Our surface feature map shows that we're pretty much in a very similar weather pattern for the next few days, straight into the new year, where we have dry conditions, winds coming from the west, and lake effect snow is expected to continue for Buffalo, as you heard, several feet already on the ground there. Wow. Snowy up there. We have some snow flurries in our forecast too. Let's check it out. Today, sunny. Highs are in the 30s. Winds are out of the west-southwest. Then overnight tonight, we drop down to lows in the 20s, and we're looking for chilly conditions out there under partly cloudy skies. Snow flurries comes in the forecast on Saturday. That's when we're looking for it. No accumulation, no lake effect snow for us. Just a little snow flurry or two popping up in the forecast. As we look ahead, straight into 2002, sunny, dry, but cold. If you're heading into Times Square to watch the ball drop, New Year's Eve, it's going to be a chilly one. We're looking at low temperatures in the 20s. All right, let's take you back to the beautiful model railroad. Wow, there's so many details. Again, we haven't even shown everything, and we've had a great time this morning. And look at all these guys, all the engineers. They gave me an honorary hat, and it's really terrific. I know you all want to encourage everybody to come down this weekend for your open house.
Yes, we're open this weekend again tonight from 7 to 10 p.m. Tomorrow and Sunday from 5 noon to 5 p.m. We're in the Elmwood Road Shopping Plaza, Route 109, West Babylon. We're also available for Boy Scouts,
And Girl Scouts.
And Girl Scouts. And special events, you can contact me, the Vice President, at 631-225-1917 to make arrangements. And we want to thank Channel 12 for coming to see us.
Oh, you're welcome. But I have a question for you. What is it about model trains that hooks all of you guys since you were little boys, and to today you still love it just as much? What is it about them?
It's just the fun of running a railroad as if you were the engineer, and just the thrill of being an engineer for yourself.
And you know what's impressive? That all these guys today have worked together as a team, an organized team. They have their headsets, they talk to each other. It's just like a gigantic railroad station where they're all in charge of different aspects of it, and you all work together, so you all must be good friends, right?
Yes.
Sometimes, right. Typical team. Okay. Had a good time this morning. Thanks so much. Danielle, Drew.
Just great looking trains.
Oh,
just
A
beautiful.
lot of fun. And I love Bonnie in the hat.
She looks good.
And I love the other guys that get the overalls on, everything.
She's become an engineer.